Okay, this is actually really hard for me to do. I just kind of was going through some stuff today, and instead of just, letting the brain just destroy me with thoughts coming from every goddamn direction, I decided to write some shit down in a book. And I gotta share it because I keep seeing these motivational videos everywhere, just like rich guys and just people walking up to people on the street videotaping themselves, giving cheeseburgers to the homeless and shit like that. I find it really cringe. I mean, I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to motivate people to do better, or maybe they're doing it for clout. I don't know. Most likely the second one, but that's just my opinion. I'm not trying to start anything with anybody here. I've been diagnosed with depression and ADHD and all this stuff. I was told I was disabled at a young age when I was in elementary school, and like it wasn't really the drugs like the Ritalin or anything like that that screwed with me the most. I think the biggest part that really screwed with me, I think, was just the fact that I was told I was disabled as a child. I started looking around. I remember just trying so hard to fit in with everybody. I made a name for myself by, being absolutely crazy. I got in a lot of fights and stuff growing up because I had this reputation that I so needed to uphold for some unknown reason, really. It's just puberty, I guess. But I know what it's like to be, completely trapped in time with, depression just crushing you with this immobilizing force that just makes you feel like it's never going to change, and you can't move on. You feel like it never ever is going to get better. But I want to tell you, from somebody who's been, no, I'm no stranger to the shit end of the stick. Like, I understand. And I'm sure a lot of you understand with the whole pandemic thing and pretty social justice, whatever is going on, whatever your thing is, whether it's racism or you're going through like an identity crisis or even addiction. I struggled with addiction my whole life. I had the identity crisis forever, and I learned to just tone out other people's opinions. There's going to be evil around you no matter what. Okay? You can't stop it. Like, what you can do, though, is you can adjust yourself. You can make yourself better. You can make yourself strong. You can surround yourself with people who care about you, and you kind of build off that. I struggled with suicide for like a lot in my life, and it wasn't until, being homeless in New York City. I'm from Canada, by the way. That's a big, long story that I'm not going to get into. But the last time I thought about it and really went down for it, the thing that stopped me was the fact that I had a handful of people, that loved me and cared about me. I have a little sister, I have a dad, I have little brothers, I have a stepmom. It's I could not ever leave this planet without, by doing that to them. That would just be horrible on my part, and I realized that I'm almost 30 years old. Like, I don't have a lot of time left. I could just wait it out. I can just, do whatever. And that I kind of caught myself in a little bit of an emotional slump here by holding myself down. A bunch of more stuff just kind of like, happened in my life. And I struggle with alcoholism a lot. I drank quite a bit. I had like $2,000 and I spent half of it on like bills. And then the rest of it pretty much on my dog and alcohol. Like, it was pretty bad. And now I'm trying to sober up, and this is kind of like my way of doing it. Sorry if I'm like nervous or you see weird little glitches and stuff. I'm not good at editing, but this is really hard for me to do. But I'm pretty used to self-destruction. And I want to kind of put that out there a lot, that people like me who have struggled like pretty much their whole lives or just for a long period of time, kind of, once they start getting better, they kind of just aren't used to it. It's not familiar to them, and you'll self-destruct and you'll go right back to what you're familiar with without even realizing it. Don't do that. I'm starting to catch myself with that, and that's why I'm making this video, because I really want to like just put it out there, mainly just so it's on the internet for me to watch in the future, and hopefully it helps some of you guys out. Like, I hope the comments and shit like that are you guys helping each other and talking to each other and posting up good music or whatever motivational crap. You're gonna roast me. I don't care. I deal with insults way better than I deal with compliments. I've done a lot of regretful stuff in my past. I've done things that people hate me for, rightfully so, for sure. And I've said dumb things many times in my life, and it's probably not going to be the last time that I'm going to do it. I'm not like, I don't consider myself a good person, because I kind of find people that start to tell themselves that I'm a great person, I'm good, like that's just not, it's not my vibe, you know what I mean? Like, I just kind of find it as my obligation as somebody who's survived through so much, who can deal with these things pretty well. I gotta, it's my job. It's my job to help. It's my job to give advice. Like, that's what this whole video is about. I'm poor. I have like no money. I live in a basement. Like, I'm not some fancy YouTuber or some rich dude just being like, do you want to own a Lamborghini? Like, I ride a BMX. I don't even have a learner's license or a G1 or whatever you people call it. Like, technically, in the eyes of society, I'm a loser. You know what I mean? Or I'm disabled. But I refuse to let other people's opinions bother me to the point where it controls me. I refuse to let a diagnosis define who I am. I refuse to let my problems, my physical and emotional scars, which I am perfectly well aware are going to be there for the rest of my life. I don't want them to define who I am and make me to build around my character. That's not who I am. And I refuse to do this. This video is me trying to come out of my shell a little bit, because I can't do TikTok. And I know a lot of you guys in the pandemic are doing it right now, but oh, dude, I'm just not good with cringe, man. But yeah, no. You define you by your actions. Don't let your past actions define who you are. You know, let your future actions or your present actions define who you are. Put the past behind you, focus on the present, and put the future into perspective. I can't remember who told me that. I don't know what your struggle is. I don't know what's going on in your life, but this applies to everything, whether like female, male, gay, trans, it really doesn't matter. I'm a straight white guy. I get hate all the time too. I know, shocking, but like I can't even say, hey kid, nice bike, without people's parents being like, whoa, dude, like back off or something like that. It's real with everybody. Trust me, everybody goes through shit. And I want you to know that you're not the only one. You're not a victim. My life has been crap, but I'm sure that there's a lot of people with way worse lives than me. And I'm sure that, and I want you to understand that too. I want you to understand that things could be worse. I want you to focus on the worst possible time that you've ever had in your life and just compare it to now. And if it's happier, then just go off that. Be like, you know, give yourself a pat on the back. You're doing good. If you are struggling right now and you hate things around you, but you're just waiting for it to change, I really want you to know that that's not the way it's going to work. I hate the phrase, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, because it should kind of say, like, what doesn't kill you makes you strong as long as you learn from it. You know, happiness takes sacrifice. It really does. If you're like, you know, I like I said, I struggle with drug abuse, man. Do you have any idea how hard it was for me to quit these drugs? Do you have any idea how hard it is for me to quit alcohol? Like, this is day one, no beer, and I'm shaking bad. It's one of the reasons, like I said, I'm making this video. Probably said that a couple times, but yeah, no, it's time to change, and I hope you guys understand that too. Accept that some things are out of your control. So accept that some things you'll never be able to change. You know, I know what it's like. I know what it's like to, you know, have somebody or something that you love just taken away from you, and you know deep down that you're never gonna see it again. But you gotta just accept that. It sucks, but it builds you. You know, that pain that you're feeling right now, if you're feeling it, I know I am. That's growing pains. It's just like your muscles. You know, when they tear down, they grow back stronger. The same goes to your heart and your soul. So keep it up. Don't let it bring you down. Okay, just hold your head high. Walk through the fire with your middle finger in the air, man, because that's the only way you're gonna get through this. You can't rely on other people. It is nice to have support, and that's why I'm saying in the comments, please, if you guys need to talk to anybody and you see it, whatever, help each other out. But there's nobody that's going to be around you 100% of the time for the rest of your life besides you. So make yourself happy. If you hate yourself, figure out why you hate yourself. You know, don't let it beat yourself up. You just gotta, tough love it. You'd be like, hey man, this I don't like what you're doing there. You gotta get this shit together, and then just try. You can't. Don't blame other people. Don't blame the world. Don't blame your finances. Don't blame anything. It's all up to you to get better. It's all up to you to feel, loved. You gotta give yourself attention. And I don't know really what else to say, but I hope you guys share this maybe or something. I know it's long. Like I said, the ADHD really shows, doesn't it? It kind of rambled. But I really recommend a video by PewDiePie, actually. I know, I'm 26 years old, and I watch PewDiePie. Remember how I said kind of a loser in society? Oh, man. I'm vlogging! Oh, man. He had a video called How to Be Happy tutorial. If anybody is feeling like shit, you watch The Professional do it, man. I'm not the greatest. I edited my own crap. I did it. I feel a lot better now. I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna feel like it cringe, but you know what? Thank y'all for listening. And just go out and do better. That's all we can do right now. Help each other out. Be nice, okay? I'm out.